Hello. This is Mr. Slimer here, and today we'll be reading Falling in Love with Slenderman Chapter 5. Before we get started, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepy pasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. Bearing nothingness greeted Sage as she walked around the smoldering ashes of once she called home. The streets were empty. The houses all mere piles of soot, wood, and charred flamework. She wandered down the street. She took a left, another right. A few houses down on Woodster Avenue stood what left of her home. The staircase stood still, a few steps up, seeming to lead to oblivion. The once cherry wood was now sickly gray-black. Ash had let her wander off on her own, so she was free to inspect the house silently. She realized that if she wanted, she could run away and find someone safer, a police officer, something of some sort. But she didn't want to. She wanted answers, not safety. She walked what once was in front of the front step. There was a non-existent door. It looked like the second floor, but instead it was completely collapsed. All the bedrooms on the second floor. She slowly walked to the living room. The fireplace still stood. Instead, caught a shiny shimmer of color. She moved towards it to get a better inspecting of it. She dragged out the ruins of a tiny notebook with red bound with flecks with red letters and half a dozen compass notebooks used for school. She unclipped the buckle and held it close and glanced at the contents of the first page. Inside written was a tiny detailed script of the first entry from April 16th from the previous year. Sage immediately recognized that the handwriting was her own. It was her diary. Glancing around if anyone was watching her, she carefully stuffed the notebook into the small pocket of the jacket Ash had lent her. For some reason, she did not want him to know that she found this. It seemed personal. She walked towards where Ash was parked, the fancy sports car, and headed somewhere unique. He sat down behind the wheel, staring at something Sage could not see. She opened the shiny black door and climbed inside. "Are you satisfied?" he asked her, without any prone of emotions. She just shrugged. "I just wanted to go back to where we were and go to sleep," she told him. He peered out of the road that he had parked in and headed towards the main road. 15 minutes later, Sage sat on the large bed that Ash had gone in her. He had left her alone, assuming that all the tragedy that led her out warned. That was false. All she really wanted was to get a peek at the pages. Her past. She wanted to see what she had written. Maybe it shed some light of what she's missing. She opened the cover, and the peach piece unlatched. A paper fluttered to the ground. She quickly picked it up and examined it. A boyish print scrawled on it, her mouth open as she read the lines. Had someone written by someone she known very well once pointed? What could it mean?